A young man tightly ties his right arm with the remains of a torn blue piece of fabric. But it is not the resultant bulge of the blood veins that draws you, but the dark marks lined up along the skin surface. Needle marks that make it all too clear that this particular arm has witnessed this many times before. It is aboard this old stationary boat in Malindi's Shella Beach that the young man and his friends spent days on end. An array of drug substances sits next to them. Bang, cocaine, heroin. Engaging them for hours on end, enough to leave them disillusioned, hypnotic even. This is us at our best, they tell us though, when we ask if they are in a position to speak coherently to us.
Leo unaanza kuvuta sigara, kesho bangi, kesho kutwa, naanzia hivyo mara paka unavuta unga.
They each have a story about how they were drawn into the world of drugs and substance abuse.
Anaweza nikaiuza mimi kwa shilingi kwa mgeni nikapata paka 500.
This man, for example, tells how he sold such handmade shell necklaces and boats to earn a living until a friend approached him with a more lucrative business idea.
Mambo ya unga, haya madawa kulevya haya nilikuwa siyajui. Lakini nikapata rafiki ambaye yeye alikuwa ndio biashara yake. Akaanza kunisifia.
He brags how the business brought him up to 4,000 shillings a day as compared to his handicraft that brought him less than 500 shillings. That was until he decided to sample his goods.
Wakati nafunga na mimi naonja kidogo kidogo. Wakati nafunga na mimi naonja kidogo kidogo. Ukishtuka kimeniingia kwa mwili.
Today, he tries desperately to return to his handicraft business, but many have since dismissed him as a user. Most of such users lined up on street corners and yards across Malindi confess to wanting to quit, but find it too difficult an endeavour, the world of drugs sucking them deeper in every day. Another right hand introduces us to yet another individual, only that this right hand is smoother and lacking in the characteristic dark needle marks, as clear as the path taken by this 29-year-old who decided to quit drugs 3 years ago. Her journey to this point, beginning with her boyfriend, who she says introduced her to heroin.
Sikujua nimeanza, juu nilikuwa tu navuta bangi, but kulikuwa na difference. Ile bangi nilikuwa na buy mahali nilikuwa naishi, na yenye boyfriend yangu alikuwa anakaa nayo kwa nyumba. Ilikuwa okay, nikitumia yangu si feel vile na feel ile nyingine. So after some time ndio nikalan kuna kitu yo mix nayo. Ndio sasa nikajua ni dawa. Na hakuna kitu ningedo, already nilikuwa ndani.
She was jobless, and so was her boyfriend, forcing him to engage in petty crime to sustain their addiction. It was only after she fell pregnant that she and her boyfriend decided to quit, a path they reluctantly took at first, forced by the doctor, but which today she remains glad to have taken.
Inakuwa ndani yako, change ni wewe. Cause mimi nilikuwa nataka kuchange seriously, na venye nililana tumia dawa, sikuwa okay, nilifeel vibaya. So nilikuwa nataka kutoka hapo.
Today, and this 29-year-old who insisted we do not reveal her identity to allow her to continue with her new life without the stigma associated with substance abuse, is an outreach worker, using her time to talk to other addicts in her neighborhood in the hope that they too will reform.
Unajua wengi by the way, isipokuwa ni vile tu hatuwezi jua ama waambie kila mtu. Wengi majority 90% utakaga kutoka kwa dawa, ni vile tu wako anajipata maybe haizi sijui, but kuna vile wao ushindwa kutoka.
The challenge of rising above the influence, that which millions continue to fight, even as millions more continue to get sucked in. A cycle whose picture spreads out of the designated socio-economic frame and which begs a holistic approach in dealing with. Evelyn Wambui, Monday Special.